Hold on a second, guys. I got a guy revving his engine outside my house. Check this out. Okay, he kind of sped away as I turned the camera. What's going on, guys? NFB here. So today I just want to discuss a little bit about why I'm so excited about Cruis'n Blast. I don't think a lot of people are really talking about this game, which is fine. I think that it'll be a hidden gem, and that's the thing that I'm afraid of, is that I think a lot of people are going to miss out on a game that I know it's not out yet, so I can't really say that it's going to be great, it's going to be a flop, or you know, if it's a good port. And I got to be honest, I haven't played the arcade version, so from what I'm gathering is that the arcade game is a good game. It's one of the best arcade games you can play right now. So that's just from the arcade scene. I don't play arcades a whole lot. I really want to get back into that though. Back in the old days, I used to play in the arcades, the laundromat arcades, all that. I know Pizza Hut used to have arcades in there. But yeah, I'm kind of going off topic. But yeah, so Cruis'n USA back in the Nintendo 64 was actually the first game I picked up with my N64. I remember because we would have to. I lived in a small town. You know, there is no stores in that town that sold video games. It's not like you can just get up and go take a trip to Walmart or something like that. And in fact, at that time, I think the nearest Walmart was probably like almost a 2-hour drive away. So yeah, so anyways, my cousins, they actually lived in another town that was about 40 minutes away, and we went to go visit them. And in that town was bigger, and there was a Kmart. So I didn't realize as a kid how far away this Kmart was, because you know, I'm used to traveling by vehicle, by car, and you know, it's just a few minute drive, you know. And so if I was to put it in miles, give or take, it was probably about an 8 miles away. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're on foot, 8 miles, not to mention you got to go back, that's 16 miles. So 16 miles round trip. Yeah, I just thought, you know, I'd be like there and back in no time. So what happened is we went to my cousin's house. You know, family gathered together, whatever. I snuck off. I had money because I've been working all summer. I think I was about 12, 13 years old. So yeah, I wasn't a little kid, but so you know, I started making the trip. I was on foot, and when I finally got there, I'm like, wow, I didn't realize it was that far away, and it was starting to get late. So I was like, yeah, I went to the store, I browsed through the games, and I couldn't decide. You know, I really wanted Mario 64. I wanted there's so many games, and the reason why I chose Cruis'n USA is because none of my friends had it. You know, games like Mario Kart 64, which I really wanted so bad. Also, Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, all those launch games. Nintendo 64 had a good launch, a lot of great launch games. But I chose Cruis'n USA because I don't think anyone had that game, and I'm like, you know what, I think a car racer would be something to have, you know. And then I'd have something that my friends would be interested in borrowing, you know, if they want to exchange games to borrow. And that's one thing I miss back of the old days too, is letting your friends borrow games and stuff, which sometimes you don't get them back. But anyways, so I chose Cruis'n USA, and on my way back, nobody really noticed I was gone. I mean, they just noticed they hadn't seen me for a while. But you know, I kind of had to sneak the game. I didn't want my parents freaking out that I went all the way to Kmart to pick up a video game. And you guys are probably like, well, why don't you just ask if you can get a ride? Well, yeah, my parents probably wouldn't have. And you know, it's like one of those things where unless we're going there, then you know we're not gonna make the extra trip over there unless we have to go there. So it's just one of those things. You know, when you're a kid or if you don't have a driver's license, you know, you pretty much you have to grab a ride when you can, right? I already knew we weren't going to go anywhere, so and they were going to be there pretty late. So I'm like, yeah, I think I can get this game. And I was just so excited to get back home to play the game. And by the time I got home, I think I was so tired because we got home late. And you know, I just played it the next day. But yeah, that was my first N64 game, Cruis'n USA. And so, you know, as time went on, you know, Cruis'n World was announced for the N64, and I definitely picked that up. And it actually has one of my favorite cars in it, which is what do they call it in the game? Because in the game they don't actually have the actual car names. They just have like for instance, Zombie is a Mustang. Road King is like a semi truck, like a Peterbilt semi truck, stuff like that. They just have names for their cars on Cruis'n World. I think the 3000 GT was Bonsai GT or something like that, but that's actually, let's turn the camera again. You guys can probably see that, the white car right there. I know it's going to be hard to see. Maybe I can get a better picture or video later added to this video. But yeah, that's a 3000 GT. That's one of the cars in Cruis'n World. And I hope they bring it back on Blast. I don't know. I don't think so. But it'd be nice. Anyways, Cruis'n Exotica came out later on. And, you know, the game just got crazier from there. Going back to Cruis'n World, they did introduce, like, doing flips and tricks, you know, spins and stuff. It was pretty cool. Driving your car sideways. And obviously you're cruising around the world, so different world locations. And Exotica just was kind of more or less the same thing, but even crazier. You know, you just had a bunch of like crazy things going on, like going through underwater, dinosaurs, all kinds of things. And of course, at the same time, you know, there was these are arcade ports, so these games coexisted in the arcades as well. So they did implement some arcade, I believe some arcade and console qualities. I could be wrong about that. I'll have to do further research on that, but if this video goes up today, I probably won't have time to do that, so I'll probably talk about that later on. And I'm just talking on the top of my head, but I know there's been other spin-offs like Cruis'n Velocity and stuff like that. On the Wii, they have another I think it's just called Cruis'n, which is actually a reskinned canceled Fast and Furious game. So let's see what else. So I'm just kind of summing it up as my history with the Cruis'n series. I'm hoping maybe I can make the time to give you a more detailed video on the history of the Cruis'n series. So, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about that game a little bit, and I hope you guys check it out. Look at the trailers. I do have a Cruis'n Blast video that I posted from the arcades, and I was just checking it out at the mall. So you guys, I'll try to leave a link in the description to that video. You guys can check it out. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about one of the games I'm really most excited for the Switch. And you know, out of all the great games coming out, Travis Touchdown, No More Heroes 3 just came out, and you know, what do you guys think about No More Heroes 3? Did you guys pick it up? Are you guys gonna pick it up? I'm kind of on the fence. I'm a huge No More Heroes fan. However, I have so many games to play and stuff that I don't want to just jump into it and then put it down and then 3 months later start picking it up again. You know, I want to be able to enjoy it from start to finish. And for me to do that nowadays, it's been very difficult. But I'm really trying to do that. You know, I'm trying to be able to pick up a game and just start to finish. And obviously, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna finish it. But I'm pretty stubborn with games. A lot of times, you know, even if I don't like a game, I just try to give it a chance, so I can try to see, you know, why people like it, or why people. Obviously, if it's a broken game, and it's well known to be a broken game, then yeah, you know, it's time to put it down. I'm not gonna frustrate myself that way, but yeah, I like to be fair with games and try to see why people enjoy it, or what the developers are trying to do with this game. It's kind of hard to get that feel from developers. Like back in the day, you know, you can try to see what they were trying to do, and a lot of games are like cash grabs nowadays. You can tell, just by playing, like, oh, they just put this on here just to make money, and that's it. Like they didn't. It doesn't have that care, the love in development like some games in the past did. So I'm not saying they're all like that. I'm just saying that there's a lot more of that now. There's just a lot more of it. There's been a lot of that in the past as well too, but it just seems to be a thing that happens more often because, you know, obviously gaming is even bigger, a bigger industry than it's ever has before. So of course things like that are going to happen. So again, guys, thanks for checking out this video. Thumbs up or thumbs down. I really miss the 5-rate, you know, the 5-star system that YouTube used to do, but can't do that no more. So all you can do is thumbs up, thumbs down. NFB out. At least just saying hi on the camera. And but yeah, guys, NFB out. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, game on.